Hey, West Side. Hey, Mr. Matt Bat. How's it going? We got Mikey again. Hopefully his stream will stay up. Oh, thank you, West Side. Oh, hold on. I need to fix the volume, fix the sound. I just thought it'd be good to bring a little fucking culture into the channel, you know? And with the way the current fucking climate of politics is happening, where people are being deported for no fucking reason, I kind of thought Franz Kafka, the trial, would be very poignant. So, and it's very well acted. So, anyway, back to Flat Earth.
And put up a video today, guys, because we got some crazy ass information here. But we got we're gonna go live. This is kind of not rushing, but we're just got some fantastic news to spiel out to the people. Some more confirmation, confirming everything else in the world that we're doing. Flat Earthers, truthers.
I gotta get coffee.
Unbelievable, man. Anyways, we're gonna keep blocking people because they keep telling me some weird shit on my comments, and we're live, right? We're live. Where's my videos? Where's my live stream going here? Here we go. We'll wait for some people to come into the chat, get the show going. We've got Sam waiting in the background. My buddy who's the other so we got like whatever, we got some good information coming. Let's bring him in, and we'll just wait for some people to come in the chat. Don't get into the news yet. We'll wait. Come in there, Sam. And it's all fantastic news today. How's everything today there, Sam? I know you're busy overnight and at night. And
yeah, kind of busy. Yeah, we've been busy. So how you doing? Long time no see.
Well, I found out why my legs are so bad, because it's lactic acid, and I guess I'm dehydrated or something like that. I'm overdoing it. I don't think I'm overdoing it on my legs. It's either the height that I'm riding on my bike, but I think it's the dehydration.
My headset stopped working. I was in the middle of getting my cup of coffee. So we're going to start over. Sorry. Yeah, I hate Kafka too when I have to watch it. Or when I have to read it. But when it's acted out, it's pretty goddamn good. So, The Carpenter's Son. I really don't like Nick Cage. I mean, I'll watch him in some stuff, but yeah, he's okay, I guess. I've never seen I don't think I've seen The Carpenter's Son. Oh, Joseph. Oh, okay.
Unbelievable, man.
Isn't that the one with the line in it? It says, "The nails, not the nails."
Anyways, we're gonna keep blocking people because they keep telling me some weird shit on my comments, and we're live, right? We're live. Where's my videos? Where's my live stream going here? Here we go. We'll wait for some people to come into the chat, get the show going. We've got Sam waiting in the background. My buddy who's the other so we got like whatever, we got some good information coming. Let's bring him in, and we'll just wait for some people to come.
It makes me laugh that Mikey thinks that using binoculars makes him twice as good. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Robert LaFleur. How you doing? Welcome.
Come in chat. Don't get in.
What the fuck, dude? Holy shit. What the fuck, man? He's in the middle of a fucking conversation. What the fuck? Don't know, man. Don't fucking know. Yeah, Mikey's he pulled his video. What the fuck, Mike? Fucking amazing. Yeah, here's from 5 days ago. He pulled his video again for some fucked up reason. Huh. Hey, George. Well, fuck me. Hmm. He fucking yanked his video again. What a fucking idiot. What a coward. Either that or he said some shit he wasn't supposed to. So I don't know. Flat Earth Dave interviews. Is the Flat Earth global conspiracy to hide the truth? Why is this not? What? What the fuck is going on here, man? Yeah, I closed the windows. You can't see that. Hey, Cygnus. I have no fucking clue, man. Jesus Christ. 6 fucking hours. Eric Dubé. 6 fucking hours. Man, they are desperate. Who's Sam Hyde? Just curious. Oh, this guy. This guy. I have no idea what his deal is.
You guys don't even accept the outcome of the 2020 election. We're supposed to be a beacon on a hill of democracy. Hold on. What? Okay, so we need to bribe.
I'm glad we only have to.
Because apparently, just like in the opening books of the Republic.
Why the hell did my phone play this?
Is that an argument? We're getting the sort of knowing.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. I clicked on I haven't touched my phone, and all of a sudden the video
Matrix.
this video started playing in the fuck on my fucking phone. What the fuck is going on? Does he? He doesn't do it with any others. He doesn't do it with any of his other videos. Oh well. Man, this looks good.
This is an ostrich egg.
Oh, ramen egg.
I'm glad we only have to talk about this.
So I guess this is Sam Hyde. I'm looking for a good one. Nah. From what I hear, he clowns on Dave. He basically just humiliates Dave.
Matrix.
But does it in an intellectual way, if you know what I mean. Right? Kind of like how Cyrano de Bergerac gets insulted and he shoves the insults back in the guy's face. Why the fuck does he use like ultra fucking wide screen? That's just weird.
Talk about the news here. 2027 NASA plan.
Why does he use like
What is it about
a fucking panoramic video? What the fuck? This guy's weird. Windows has a phone link, do they? Okay.
What is it about flat Earth that makes people so angry?
I know that if I close a video out on my computer and then I open my phone, it's like on my phone ready to watch. Or and vice versa. So maybe that's it.
You know what I mean, right? I'm not crazy, am I? I'm talking about Reddit tier rage. I'm talking about foaming at the mouth, absolute seething. Next thing you know, they're at your door, banging with torches and pitchforks. It's not just the rabble that's coming for you, it's PhDs! It's people that should be making money! They're taking time out of their day to debunk a TikTok video you made, a guy who's got a PhD who should be making money. You think I'm crazy? That's crazy.
Is this like Mark Maron's crazy brother? He looks and sounds just like Mark Maron.
That's crazy. We're living in an age, a conspiratorial age, where you can say that I believe the birds are surveillance drones. Okay, I believe that. You can tell someone at the grocery store about Epstein's Island, and you might get some disbelief. You'll probably get some people nodding. Say, yeah, that could be true. Everybody knows, okay? The cat's out of the bag. But the flat Earth thing seems to touch a nerve. It shatters the dome of that fragile little snow globe their ego lives inside. Science says, we know. Who's we? By the way, this is a digression, but this is my personal favorite. When a fucking woman says, we sent a man to the moon, that's...
Is Dave looking like, wait a sec, what have I gotten myself into here? That's what that look looks like.
We know. Who's we? By the way, this is a digression, but this is my personal favorite. When a fucking woman says, we sent a man to the moon, that's very funny to me, sweetie pie.
Why? Women were fucking responsible for sending us to the moon, dude. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Yeah, have you never seen Hidden Numbers? Have you never seen that movie? If it wasn't for those ladies, we would not have gotten there. So.
You programmed a computer? That's gorgeous to me and sexy. And you're so sweet and good and beautiful. It punctures the hypnotic hum of modernity.
Oh, and I just got a community guidelines strike or a warning. It was a warning for a post I did about Crookshank, PJ Crookshank, from May 8th of 2025. That's how desperate those people are.
It says, hey, bro, what if ever...
And of course, I called him a shit cunt in the title, so I kind of deserved it, but... Oh, well.
Everything you believe is a lie? What if your education is just programming? What?
Yeah, I watched it all the way up to like here, and I got confused, so I stopped watching it. So we're going to watch it together, be confused together.
What if the guy with the blue check and the telescope is just another ape in a lab coat dancing for funding? Flat Earth is social sacrilege. Be very careful where you throw this idea around. More than any crime statistics, more than any
Why is he wearing 2 neckties? He's wearing 2 neckties. Did you notice that?
denial of historical events. This idea right here, this is nuclear toxic waste that you don't want to touch unless you're ready to handle the real stuff. It's a social sacrilege. It suggests that there's no bottom, that there's no bedrock, there's
Hydraulic press channel. I saw that.
no consensus reality. It's just a spinning chaos of symbols and half-remembered Science Channel
Look, he's wearing 2 fucking neckties. Oh, what the hell?
documentaries. It's an abyss that the average person is not ready to gaze into. They need the globe. They need to feel like there's something solid under their feet, even if that something solid is spinning 20,000 miles an hour. Okay. Do I believe that the earth is flat? I believe it's funny that you'd even ask me that question.
From a government weather balloon that never came back down, corrected for curvature by a blind NASA intern. Tonight, we interrogate the geometry of reality, examine the collapse of consensus science, and meet a man who once tried to uninstall Canon BJC 85 bubble jet printer drivers with karate. This is the Sam Hyde Show.
Our guest today, Flat Earth Dave. A round of applause for Flat Earth Dave, guys. Yes! Dave, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks, Sam. That was some opening.
Well, I try to please and I try to tease. Let's take it to these globetrotters, right? What do we call them anyway?
Globe heads.
Globe heads. Fuck these people. Doctor Emeritus David Weiss, PhD.
Fuck these people.
A passionate advocate and researcher who challenges conventional views. Let me do that without laughing. Host of the podcast, Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole. Former seafarer with 15 years of experience on tankers, drill ships, and military cargo vessels. He brings a distinctive viewpoint shaped by his observations at sea. I give you, ladies and gentlemen, Flat Earth Dave. Flat Earth Dave, thank you for being here.
Thank you. I have no idea where half of that came from, so
Are you? That's not true?
that's not me.
Oh, you weren't on a boat.
I wasn't on a military boat or anything. I did windsurf across the Atlantic Ocean.
You windsurfed across the Atlantic Ocean?
Newfoundland, Canada to Weymouth, England in '98. It was called the Transatlantic Windsurfing Race, and it was a relay race, 4 sailors from 4 countries, and it was a heck of a trip.
Say what? The transatlantic relay race? (1998) transatlantic windsurf race. Surf today. Okay. That's not what I want to see. That's Earth 3D map. Love it. Okay. Can we zoom in on this? God damn it. I wish it. Well, here, hold on. Save. All right, now let's open it. No, 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 no. He did say 98, right?
Newfoundland, Canada to thing. I did That's not me.
Oh, you weren't on a boat.
I wasn't on a military boat or anything. I did windsurf across the Atlantic Ocean.
You windsurfed across the Atlantic Ocean?
Newfoundland, Canada to Weymouth, England in 98. It was called the Transatlantic Windsurfing Race, and it was a real...
Yeah, I don't see you here, Dave. I don't see you here. You sure you're not fucking lying again? Because none of these people are Dave. I mean, none of these people even fucking look like Dave. Anybody? Yeah, I don't see him there. Let's, yeah. 98 transatlantic windsurf race. I don't think they'd have two of them in 1 year, would they? He's not a crew member. He isn't a key crew member. Team Liberty? Oh, he'd be Team Liberty, right? Or Team America. Oh, Dave Weiss. Okay. Did he get, like, heavy plastic surgery? What the fuck? What the hell? I'm trying to even find a name that looks like his when it's blurred. I mean, this is just horrible resolution. Oh, those are the fucking crew behind it. So, okay, yeah, he was in it. Let's see if he's in the video.
Well, we have most of the logistics done. We've got about 3 months and 10 days left, and rested every you get. Just to take a.
That's not him.
Important thing.
Across the Atlantic, it's gonna be a long ride.
I don't know how.
Down the line, everything's coming together. We've got this far. We're still waiting on one phone call to make sure that we can still go. We've got, hopefully.
Trip here to airport. European teams are going to be meeting up with the American guy. 1,000-mile trip here to Canada or New York, and then they've got the 2,000.
I'm a yacht master by now. It's trying to a great maybe.
I'm just scrubbing through it.
Luggage and passenger luggage means, you know, it's small luggage.
Is that him?
But
that's not him.
Is found
bag. If you want to punctuate this aspect of this journey, I think that might help.
Is that him? With fucking hair down to his shoulders?
For 80,000, and I've been practicing.
behind you. Let's get on the bus so we don't miss accelerate. We're doing probably 150 mile an hour. It might work.
Guess we'll just keep going. Just pedal to the metal. No.
There he is. That it? That was him. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God, that's him. Hey, Curious. So yeah, I guess that's Dave 27 years ago.
Relay race. 4 sailors from 4 countries, and it was a heck of a trip. We had 30-foot waves for 8 of the days.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What's your...
That actually is very fucking cool. I mean, I gotta hand it to him. That is fucking cool.
How old are you?
I don't identify with chronological age, so I'm offended at that question.
Where are you from?
I'm
Well, you're at least 27 years old, right? You got to be at least 18 to do shit like this, right? You look to be about 25 here. So you're what, about 50 something? About 50 something?
I'm from Greenwich, Connecticut.
Oh, nice. I'm from Wilton.
I'm 62.
You're from Greenwich?
Yeah, why not?
62.
Live in Greenwich?
I do. I was born and
Are you
raised there.
rich?
No, I live on the poor side, Riverside.
How much money do you have?
None right now. I'm
You
broke.
have no money?
None? You got no money, Dave? Really? This was from 3 months ago? You're lying.
No, none.
Oh, fuck.
Bye, Dave. No.
What's your background?
My background is I went to school of marketing and psychology. I went into corporate America. I worked in the printing industry for 20 years. I went into the solar power business.
Solar power business?
Yeah.
How old were you when you did that?
Oh, that's a great question.
Were you an original solar scammer?
15 years. Well,
He worked in the solar power business, but he doesn't know what the fucking sun is. He doesn't know what the sun is, but worked solar power.
it was residential, the company I went with, and then I brought them into the commercial division. And then I left there and took a couple key players, and we started our own commercial.
Yeah, the commercial side. Yeah, he sold solar panels to companies.
Solar power development company. It was doing great, and I was in the middle of Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole podcast, the Flat Earth podcast.
So you were doing these crazy podcasts while you had an actual
just for
job.
fun, yeah, just for fun on the side.
And the podcast they fucked up your job.
Well, it was interfering. I had one partner couldn't give a crap. The other partner was like Dave, and it was because I was like going after lawyers, and then we have clients using those lawyers and all sorts of stuff. But
what?
It's crazy. We don't want to get into all that. The bottom line is, I came to the point where I realized I have to make a choice. I can take everything I've worked my entire life for to make lots of money, which I was doing.
How much money were you making?
I was making mid six figures, but I walked away from it all.
And he gave all that up for flat Earth, for fucking conspiracy shit. Good God, what an idiot!
All because people.
I know, curious. I know.
If we get into it and we start,
but I can only go on face value.
Taking away all of the reasons people think the Earth is flat, and we can take them all away if we have the time. They say, well, what difference does it make? I still have to go to work on Monday. And that's what we all said. But when you understand that the globe lie, rather than the flat Earth, the globe lie is the foundation of all of the atrocities that are going on Earth. Wars, famine, child trafficking, everything, all of that could not happen if people didn't think they were spinning out of control, lost in a godless universe.
Say what? Say fucking what? All that could happen if people didn't think that reality was real.
Everything, that you could hope to work for, like the American dream. Went to college, went to corporate America.
You actually believe you believe that the globe lie
is the foundation.
That's the foundation of all evil.
Yeah.
And you are a fighter for justice.
I'm looking for a better future for my kids and for myself.
God, what a piece of shit. Oh my God, what a fucking rancid piece of human excrement.
And for you.
He's got it and it's not like solid, it's like runny and already developing mold. Jesus Christ. I want a better world for my children.
Not them though.
All right, so what fucking idiots are paying me to say something today?
Sam Hyde Show ad read. Goody. You're now listening to an advertisement.
Oh, how could I forget?
We'll get back to the show after
Do we
this
have any
quick
more of
word
those
from our
stiff lips?
sponsor.
They're gone. I ate them. And now I'm 20 pounds stronger.
Did you just throw them out?
Yeah.
Well, good news, they're sending more.
A lot more.
We have this fucking shit. I'm installing Microsoft VC Redistributable. I'm trying to fucking relax and play a video game, but nothing fucking works.
Understood. You know what does work?
What?
Stiff lip subs.
No, they don't. They work because it's 300 milligrams of caffeine. So yeah, it works. It works to what? Shorten your lifespan? Stiff lip sups are the #1, whatever the product is.
Sam Hyde Show ad
It's really
read.
the best.
You're now listening to an advertisement. We'll get back to the show after this quick word from our
sneaking
sponsor.
around with the camera and just do a normal angle?
What was like step one?
Okay, we don't need to see his shit.
When did you first
Hey, Jordan. Oh, glad to have you here.
start to think about this topic?
Oh, this topic. So I was doing a podcast called Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole out of New York City, and we were looking into all of the big deceptions, hoaxes, false shootings, fake plane crashes and everything. And people are like, hey, have you looked into flat earth? Check this out. And I'm like, flat earth, that's just a step too far. And I just like ban for life, ban for life, ban for life. I just banning them from everything. I don't want these stupid people commenting on my podcast.
I mean, dude, can you tell them apart? Seriously. Hold on.
Life looked into out of New York City, and we were looking into all.
I mean, can you tell these guys apart? It's fucking uncanny.
All of the big deceptions, hoaxes, false shootings, fake plane crashes and everything. And people are like, hey, have you looked into flat earth? Check this out. And I'm like, flat earth, that's just a step too far. And I just like ban for life, ban for life, ban for life. I just banning them from everything. I don't want these stupid people commenting on my podcast. Then I was...
Yeah, because you're a coward, Dave. You spew bullshit and you don't like anybody pushing back because it's your grift. So you make money off lying to people, Dave, and you don't like anybody spoiling that. You're a coward, Dave.
I was speaking with a researcher named Sophia Smallstorm who did a couple of big documentaries on 9/11. She's like, Dave, you have to look into this. And I went in looking into it, not to honestly look into it. I looked into it to disprove it. You know, I went in with, this is the dumbest crap ever. You guys are idiots, and I'm going to shut you right up. And for 2 weeks, I barely slept at all. And the harder I tried to debunk it, the more I went down the rabbit hole. I don't believe the earth is flat. I know it's flat. I know it's not a ball. And if you look at any of the evidences, they all discredit the ball. And two things flat earthers know. It's not a ball, and that we don't know everything. Globers think...
No, you don't know anything, Dave. You don't know anything, Dave. What do you mean, don't know everything? Yeah. Oh, we know it's a ball, but we don't know anything.
They know everything. So if I talk to somebody, I say, you know, they're defending the globe. I say, you know, what's the radius of the globe? How fast is it spinning? How far is it from the sun? How did they figure out how far it is from the sun? How wide is...
Right. That's all been answered, Dave. It's all been answered and verified.
The sun. They don't know any of those answers, but they still want to defend it. So...
Are you the most famous globe denier?
I don't know about that. I don't look at it as a popularity thing. I definitely have the biggest mouth and do the most number of interviews, so you can argue that. I mean, I have woken up countless people on my app, the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app, shameless plug. There are currently 225,000 or 200.
Unless this guy's real name is Craig, they aren't related.
20,000 people currently using it. These are people just here on the East Coast that are flat earthers. You know, people say, oh, good luck getting a job, right? Well, guess what?
I would only hire flat earthers.
We'll only hire flat earthers. Right? Think about it. You want to hire somebody to build a cabinet, and you got 10 applicants, and they're all relatively the same qualifications, but one of them maybe is a little less experienced, but he's the only flat earther.
Yeah.
He's getting the job. Because he can think.
Yeah.
He has the ability to think, you know, and it's not just the U.S., it's UK. This is worldwide.
You're
and
blowing up in the UK over there.
Once you go flat, you never glow back because you can't.
You would have a hiring policy that discriminates.
100%.
So it says Mark Maron, well-known stand-up comic, blah, blah, blah. Sam Hyde is a comedian and performance artist, best known for his involvement in the sketch comedy group Million Dollar Extreme, whose Adult Swim show, $1 Million Extreme Presents World Peace, was canceled and made controversy in 2016. They look exactly alike. Holy shit, they really do. I'm getting hung up on this and I gotta stop. Yeah, they don't look a lot alike. They don't look alike. They don't look alike from when he was younger. But I mean, look at this shit. I mean, they could be fucking brothers. They could be brothers, man. Holy crap. Wonder if they've ever met.
100%. We actually have a dating section or a matchmaker. And so I have it set for I'm a male looking for a female. This age group within 200 miles.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you can message them. You can do all sorts of stuff.
Oh, yo.
So, again, this is just bringing like-minded people together, educating them, and freeing them from the globe matrix.
Oh, yeah, the that sovereign citizen bullshit. I was like, am I missing something? And then I researched and I realized these people are fucking crackpots. The whole sovereign citizen thing, free man on the land and all that, it stems from way, way back with, like back in the 70s or 80s or whatever, when people were trying to get out of paying taxes. Because the only people who have to pay taxes are residents of Washington, D.C. And I think, who was it? Wesley Snipes? The reason he went to jail is he was part of that fucking movement.
We're going to talk about the news here. 2027 NASA plans on returning to the moon. Who's the director going to be?
Since 1970, they kept saying they're going back, they're going back, they're going back. And they just keep kicking the can down the road. There was a fire, there was a budget cut. Oh, we're going to Mars, we're going to the moon.
Dave, can you cut them some slack, man?
Yeah, I have always wanted to go back to Germany. Swore I'd go back one day. You know what prevented me from doing that, Dave? Money. That's it. Just money. And because I couldn't get the money to go, I haven't been back yet. But I've been there 3 times. 3 times. So the same thing with NASA, Dave. You think that shit's free? You think they just fucking decide to go somewhere and they just do it? No, it takes fucking funding. It takes congressional fucking oversight and congressional funding. So, yeah. Does that mean Germany's fake if I can't go back there because of money? Does that mean I never went there in the first place? Of course not.
Yeah.
They're finally going back, 2027.
You know, I was driving up here today. I was on a TikTok live, and
yeah, he's from Arkansas or Kentucky or someplace, isn't he? Can't remember. He's a Southern boy.
We had a globe head on there.
I think. I'm not sure.
And he's like, "What do you got?"
Maybe I'm thinking of the team he played for. I don't know. I'm not a basketball fan or a Wesley Snipes fan. Or wait, was he a basketball player? No, I don't know. I have no fuck. Anyway, never mind. I'll fix this in post.
What are you guys gonna do in 2 years when Artemis goes to the moon? And I'm like,
I'm confusing Yeah, I just now confused Wesley Snipes and that one fucking crazy dude, the black guy that played for Knicks, Lakers, guy that dyed his hair all the time. What's his name? Shit.
really? You haven't seen how many times they just keep doing this, and they just like, it's coming, just 2 more years, just 2 more years.
Hell yeah.
So stupid.
That's fucking awesome. NASA's Artemis program aims to...
You know, you guys have had 10 years to come up with just one piece of evidence, Dave, for your flat Earth. So why haven't you done it, Dave? It doesn't cost you any money. Why haven't you done it, Dave? You've had 10 years. You know, flat earthers keep saying, oh, we've got evidence. We've got evidence. Why?
Return humans to the moon, landing the first woman.
Extra day. Hey, what's up? This is Sam Hyde. He's a comedian. Had a show on Adult Swim. And yeah, he's a performance artist, and he's interviewing Dennis Rodman. Thank you. I was confusing those two. I guess because both of them dyed their hair or whatever. Anyway, all actors look alike. But yeah, I'm just commenting that he looks almost exactly like he could be a brother of Mark Maron or a cousin.
Oh, it gets better and better. It's like...
Oh, shit. Sorry. Yeah, here you go. Sam Hyde.
Christmas. And man at the South Pole, where water ice It's in two sets of quotes. Has been found. Yeah. When they found water, they got Mickey D's up there with Artemis 3 targeting a crewed lunar landing. The program is part of a larger plan to establish a sustainable lunar.
I mean, has Dave gotten the hint yet that he's being fucking trolled?
Presence and prepare for future missions to Mars. It's an exciting time to be a dumbass.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on if you believe in that.
There's a lot of fun stuff going on for dumbasses these days.
NASA gets about $80 million a day, allegedly.
Holy fucking
That's
shit.
how much they take from us. I don't know if NASA actually gets that. It's going into black budgets, probably.
Damn. These guys are some grifters, man. Operation LAC, the U.S. military sprayed zinc cadmium sulfide, a potentially toxic chemical, over cities like St. Louis and Minneapolis to test chemical dispersal, exposing unaware residents, including children, to health risks. This is the news?
It's just a little way to say they want us to forget, but we're saying, hey, we remember.
This is new. Well, it's absolutely new to me.
That's right.
What did they spray?
Zinc cadmium sulfide, a potentially toxic chemical.
I believe they just did that in the New York City subway system last week. They announced it.
Really?
That
Did they really?
They're testing for, in case there's a terrorist gas attack, how they spread through the subway system.
Anytime you go to
Jesus Christ. Makes me fucking type shit.
New York, toxic chemical.
I believe they just did that in the New York City subway.
Zinc cadmium sulfide.
Zinc cadmium sulfide. Did you say sewer system? Or subway system?
Potentially toxic chemical.
I believe they just did that in the New York City subway system.
Subway system. The U.S. Army did not use zinc cadmium sulfide in the New York City subway system. Instead, it conducted secret tests using various types of bacterial stimulants in the subway in 1966. Zinc cadmium sulfide was, however, sprayed in other U.S. cities as part of separate experiments. The New York subway test in 66, the military released Bacillus subtilis, variant of Niger known as Bacillus globigri bacteria in the subway system by dropping light bulbs filled with the bacteria onto tracks in Midtown Manhattan stations. The experiment aimed to study how quickly covert biological attacks would spread in the densely populated areas. The public was not informed at the time. So, yeah, they didn't do that, Dave. They did something like that in 66, but hey, doesn't prevent you from lying about it, does it?
Last week. They announced it.
Really?
Did they really? They're testing for, in case there's a terrorist gas attack, how they spread through the subway system.
Anytime you go to New York City, you're going to get fogged out somehow. you better be ready. You better be ready to get fogged if you're going to the city. Dimming the sun experiment canceled. The Marine Cloud Brightening Program, led by University of Washington researchers, aimed to test.
See, I mean, all it takes is 5 seconds to fucking type something into fucking Google and get the truth. That's all it takes, man.
Solar geoengineering by spraying salt water to brighten clouds off the West Coast. Did they kill that rain guy yet?
Did they kill him?
Yeah, the Texas rain guy. The cloud seeding guy.
Oh, they probably apprehended him and beat him mercilessly. I don't know if he's still hanging on.
We
or not.
talked about it weeks ago. The flood in Texas. Did it kill over 100 people?
Yeah.
Was it over 100? Yeah.
The flood in Texas killed over 100 people. 2 days before, they were doing cloud seeding.
Oh, yes.
And the CEO of the cloud seeding company, he was going around doing podcasts. He was doing the Please Don't Kill Me tour, where he was explaining how cloud seeding is totally fine and doesn't
It only makes a little rain.
It only does a little bit of rain.
Only a little bit, unless something goes wrong.
So he was on the Sean Ryan tour, and thankfully he's donating lots of money to the families of the victims. Which, why would you do that if you didn't do anything wrong? These guys here, the Marine Cloud Brightening Program, that's not a catchy name.
I like the MBPCD, whatever you did.
Well, that's because I think that's because it sounds.
YouTube also does this shit where if you have a window open somewhere and you comment on another post, it'll sometimes put that post into the other video, into the comment section of the other video. That's what I was just deleting. It was from another video somewhere, probably fucking CNN or something.
Like the DCU.
MCU, DCU, something.
It sounds like some, but it's Wakanda shit is what it is. It's the University of Washington here. Oh, Dave, maybe you heard about this. There's a whites-only community causing a stir. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I heard of it.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, in Kentucky or Tennessee? Yeah, a fucking whites-only community.
Oh, that's not good to read. Well,
somebody's got to.
So there's a whites-only community causing a stir. I don't know if you heard about this, but this is also new. In response, Ryan, African Americans have started their own exclusive living areas called Everywhere Live.
Who wrote that? Dave?
There are plenty of blacks only or else zones out there in the world. We just want one white one, okay? Just one. I say let them work, let them live. Same as the construction sites. That's what I say. Let them work, let them live. Also, whites only zones already exist. They're called tanning salons. And the chiropractor.
Are there no black chiropractors?
There are no black people going to chiropractors, Dave. Jesus, dude.
They don't let a man touch his bones.
You touch my back bones?
Y'all ain't touching my bones. Also known as bookstores and libraries.
He's certainly an edgelord.
That's a no black zone.
Yeah.
You ask the librarian where you can find books on space travel. You know where they say?
Where's that?
In the science fiction section.
Yeah.
Because it's science fiction.
Oh, Dave tried to be part of the funny and he fucked up. He completely failed to be part of the funny. Oh, poor Dave.
Absolutely. The world is getting worse, aka more Indianer. What's this link here? What are they up to now? Besides no good. Oh, nice.
2, just in case I lose one.
Virtual hotel check-in? That's the sound that's going to play at the end of the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Young man creates plastic gasoline, worries for his safety. What's this about?
I'm going to make a video using that now. It's going to be great.
What, the TikTok sound?
I'm going to make the end of the world and then the TikTok sound.
Yeah.
So they say that this man, Julian Brown, invented a technology that turns plastic into gasoline.
Is this the guy that shot up the 33rd floor of the building?
Well,
33rd.
Okay, listen, you got to separate the art from the artist. But he fears for his life, and he went missing for 2 weeks, but he turned up
$0 per gallon.
But somebody points out that they've already done this. They've already created that.
Yeah.
The black community thought he would be dead.
Well, they can't lose any more scientists.
NASA admits they don't have any photos of Earth.
They don't have photos of Earth?
They have none.
If we ask Grok.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, Dave's going to push the, pictures aren't images. Images aren't pictures.
Will it say it's true?
They'll say that there's thousands, but nobody can pick one and show it.
There's not one of that.
That's a lie, Dave, because you've been shown that it's 1972 blue marble. So you're lying, Dave.
Like that's not CGI?
So I'll give you guys this picture, but these are 8 pictures of Earth. So looking at these pictures, 7 of them have to be fake. Only 1 could be real, or maybe they're all fake.
Why is that the case?
Because they're all totally different. This is the blue marble that was on everyone's iPhone. And if you look at the clouds, they're stepped and repeated.
Can you imagine the guy that figured that out? How exciting that must have been?
Well, no, the guy admitted it on a radio interview. His name was Robert Simon.
The guy that created
the
image?
Created it. He said, yeah, he's given data, and he makes what's visually pleasing that people would like.
Blue marble.
Yes, because that's what they do. They take computer data of digital photographs, of digital scans of the Earth, and they put them together, man. It doesn't mean it's fake. If I take a panorama of your family, right, one shot in each section of your family lined up in along the street, and then I piece it together, does that make your family fake?
2.0. NASA's Rob Simon made this, and it had wide appeal too.
Hey, Lisa.
For example, it ended up as the default background on the iPhone.
I didn't even know until I bought an iPhone and turned it on and kind of did a little happy dance.
Simon's job is...
It's primarily taking data and making pictures out of it.
That's what this is. A composite of data sets from several different instruments translated into a picture.
Right. Yes, images. Data taken from different imagers, different cameras, sensors. Dave, you know where those sensors are? In fucking space, Dave. See, he doesn't understand shit. He just lies about shit.
To us, the really cool thing was the data set. Up until that
it's Photoshop because it has to be.
Point, there was no realistic color map of the globe anywhere.
So the land layer here comes from
the moderate resolution imaging spectroradiometer aboard Terra.
And the tricky part...
Right, aboard a fucking satellite in space.
Here was the weather.
So we actually had to take clouds out.
They stashed the clouds for later, went onto the ocean. That came from an instrument that measures phytoplankton in the sea.
Where it was low, I colored it dark blue.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry, Cygnus. Where is my mind?
Because they're low mostly in mid-oceans. And then where it's a little bit higher, it was like a little bit brighter green.
Then add the clouds back in.
There's a small problem with it because there's a very slight gap in between each orbit.
So some of those are painted on.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
What?
Yeah, or else it would look like shit, Dave. The same reason as if I took different cameras and I shot your different members of your family and I wanted to make them look like they were together, standing like they are in real life, I would have to Photoshop it, or else it would look fucking silly.
What's step one for getting someone who's brand new to understand this?
That's a question that a lot of people ask, and it's different for everybody. You know, if somebody's a Bible believer, it can be page 1 of the Bible.
I don't think we need to worry about the Bible believers.
No, I'm just saying, there's all different things. Some people...
so you're saying that flat earth is sort of like the Bible?
No. A lot of people say flat earth is a religious thing, but there are people that got into flat earth because it matches what the Bible says. And that wasn't me, for sure. So the thing that got me was curvature. So if we were outside and you duck behind a hill, I can't see you because you're blocked by the curvature of the ground, right? So over a certain distance on a ball.
Right. It's the same thing with the fucking earth, Dave. You can't understand this. You just explained it. You just explained how we see curvature, Dave.
No matter how big it is, there's a certain amount of curvature. And we're told that the earth is so big that you can't see the curvature, but boats go over the horizon.
Right, yes. The same way as you can't see curvature on a 2x4 when you're looking at it sideways, right? When it's this way, right? When it's this way, this is better. This way, but you can if you look at it this way, right, Dave? You can see the curvature of that board that looks straight when you're looking at it this way. Right, Dave? Same fucking thing, asshole.
So if you use globe math, at just 3 miles, there's 6 feet of curvature. At 10 miles, there's 66 feet of curvature.
If this was here and this was here, they're 3 miles apart, there would be like a 6-foot mound.
Well, if you're 6 feet tall, standing at the edge of perfectly calm water on a perfectly calm day, you would see, they wouldn't be able to see the surface of the water beyond 3 miles because it would be behind the curve.
Exactly. Exactly, Dave. You're describing it perfectly. If you can't understand what you're describing and assimilate that to what you see in reality, you're hopeless.
Hold on a second. Let me think about it. Hold on a second, Dave.
Okay.
Give me a second here. I'm not as smart as you have to think about this, please. Hold on a second. So if at 3 miles,
Ask Rock, how many feet of curvature is there at 3 miles?
So it checks out. Dave's math checks out.
Not my math. It's globe math.
Globe math. Okay, 6 feet. And so a buoy, you're saying that we should not be able to see a buoy that's 6 feet tall at 3 miles away?
No, absolutely you can. The bottom won't stop disappearing until after 3 miles, but at 10 miles away, there's 66 feet of curvature because the farther you go, the faster the earth slopes away.
Then why can't we see that boat, Dave? Why can't we see that boat? If the earth was flat, you should be able to see it, Dave. Because there would be nothing in the way.
What?
66 feet of curvature in 10 miles. So when you look across...
Can you grok that and see if that's true? How much curvature is there at 10 miles?
So while he's grokking, when you look across a 10-mile lake, there should be 66 feet of drop. That is insane.
When do you look across a 10-mile lake?
We do all the time. We look across a 20-mile lake.
What the fuck?
Lake Tahoe.
Are we screen capturing that? We are.
Yeah. Yeah. So when Globers say, blah, 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 I said, okay, just show me 66 feet of curvature on a 10-mile lake and I'll give it up. And I never get any, they just run away.
Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. Yeah, see, we've shown you them, Dave. See if we can find... Yeah, we've shown you these pictures, Dave. But you don't fucking believe them. You say they're fake. You say this is perspective. You say perspective can make things curve when they're straight, Dave. So you're a lying shit stain.
Where would you find a 10-mile lake?
Lake Tahoe, I think, is longer than that. But we have on my app there in the experiment section, we've done 26 miles, 20 miles. We do what's called a mirror flash. We put a mirror right on the shoreline, right on the water's edge.
See, this is the best they've done. This is the best they've fucking done in 10 years is a mirror flash. So they don't understand how light works, to where light can refract off the surface of water and appear like a flashlight. They don't understand that shit. They also don't understand refraction, of course. That light can bend around a curve because of the atmosphere. This is the best they've done. Oh, we did a mirror flash. Okay. This jacket you're wearing, if you needed to get it tailored, what would you say if the guy walked up to you with a mirror and flashed a light at you? Would you think that's measuring you, Dave? No, you wouldn't, would you?
And the sun is setting on the other side of the lake and we'll flash the mirror.
Hey, CJ.
Mirror, flash the sun, and the person can see the mirror flash 20 miles away. The curvature in 20 miles is way more than that.
No, that sounds theatrical.
It's not. It's just a way to see.
That sounds like you were just sort of flexing.
No, it's not.
You didn't need to go that far to show the flicker a mirror.
Well, mirrors, lasers, and just being able to see that far. So
hold on, Dave. Why am I able to see something that's 10 miles away if the Earth is curved? Let's see what Elon's.
It's going to say refraction. It's going to call about standard refraction. It's going to tell you about atmospheric refraction.
Hold on, Dave. I don't want to hear about atmospheric. Oh my God! It's talking about atmospheric refraction. That's not.
Yeah. So Dave's citations. He likes to use grok. So there you go, Dave.
Real. Stop that.
Here, let me say grok. Grok. I'm gonna. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna just do, is the Earth flat? And it'll say no.
Yeah, it's
Don't zoom in on. Stop that. I'm not. I don't believe that. Scroll up. What does it say here? Hold on a second. What is 10 miles away? When was the last?
There you go, Dave. Here's grok. The Earth's atmosphere bends light, causing objects beyond the theoretical horizon to appear higher than they actually are. This refraction can extend the visible range by 10 to 15% or more, depending on what weather conditions, temperature, humidity, etc. So, for example, if you're 100 feet above the ground, you can see objects up to about 12 to 13 miles away before the curvature fully hides them.
Scroll up. What does it say here? Hold on a second. What is 10 miles away? When was the last time you saw something 10 miles away?
There's a famous picture across Lake Michigan, which is, how many miles is it? Is it 57 miles? 57 miles.
Right. Less than 1 degree of curvature, Dave. And with heavy refraction, yeah, it's completely predicted by the heliocentric model.
Miles, and you can see the entire skyline. And people go, well, you can't see the very bottom of those buildings, and there's a reason for that. But the truth is, with Earth curvature, the top of the tallest buildings.
There is an echo. There's an echo in the room because it's just a huge fucking room.
Should be 100 feet below the curve, and it's not. We can see the entire skyline, and we've done timelines.
No, you can't. You can't see down to the ground, Dave. You can't see the parking lot. You can't see the cars. You can't see the bottoms of the buildings, Dave. You know this. This has been pointed out to you while you sat there with a stupid look on your face, ignoring what they say.
Lapses over 24 hours where different weather's coming and going, and it doesn't move.
What is that?
That's Chicago.
See, you can't see any of the bottoms of the fucking... You know how many segments there are on this building right here, Dave? This building right here. You know how many segments there are? Chicago skyline. I was watching Dr. Blitz, and he brought this up today. This building right here is what you're looking at, Dave. This building. It's the Sears Tower, or what do you call it? It's not the Sears Tower anymore. But this thing right here. Right there, Dave. Look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 segments, plus the spires. How many we got here, Dave? We got the spires, and 1, 2. It's missing half the building, Dave. Where's the other half of the fucking building? Right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got like 20 fucking skyscrapers. How many do we have here? We only got the tops of them, Dave. Where are all the cars? Where are the smaller buildings, Dave? See, they're not all skyscrapers. Some of them are like 20-story tall. And in my town, that would be considered a skyscraper because we don't have any buildings that are taller than 2 stories. But where are all these buildings, Dave? Where are all these things? This kind of reminds me of a photograph of when 9/11 happened. I was working doing digital repair on photographs. People would bring me old photos that had cracks and tears and cuts and spots all over them. And I'd use Photoshop. I think I used Photoshop. Well, this is back in 1999, 2000. So it was like early Photoshop. And yeah, I took the New York skyline that had the Twin Towers. What the hell can't you see? Yeah, had the twin, like these were the Twin Towers. I photoshopped out the Twin Towers, but I left the reflection of the towers in the water and captioned it, "Don't ever forget." Thought it was pretty clever.
And the top of the tallest building should be behind the curve.
How far away is that picture
57 miles.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not.
That's Chicago?
Yep.
Grok this. What's the
what's the curvature?
Hold on, I'm telling Grok something, Dave. At 57.
I'm helping you, man.
See, you keep saying Grok it. Hey, ask Grok. But Grok already said that the Earth is curved, Dave. Why are you continuing with this farce?
What about the 57?
At 57 miles away?
Yeah.
And I don't know who this is. Hold on, this guy. Be nice. Ah, shit.
Matrix.
So, yeah, they're like, source. I said exactly what he's done, and the guy says source. So my source was
Flat Earth.
This. So the readers of the chat of this video will see that link. So
we're going to talk about the news here. 2027 NASA plans on returning to the moon. Who's the director going to be?
Since 1970, they kept saying they're going back, they're going back, they're going back. And they just keep kicking the can down the road. There was a fire, there was a budget cut. Oh, we're going to Mars, we're going to the moon.
Dave, can you cut them some slack, man?
Yeah.
They're finally going back, 2027.
You know, I was driving up here today. I was on a TikTok live, and we had a globe head on there. And he's like, what are you guys going to do in 2 years when Artemis goes to the moon? And I'm like, really? You haven't seen how many times? They just keep doing this, and they just like, it's coming, just 2 more years, just 2 more years.
Hell yeah.
So stupid.
That's fucking awesome. NASA's Artemis program aims to return humans to the moon, landing the first woman.
So the thing that got...
How did we go back so far? Man.
No.
I had an idea for stiff lip subs. They should put in 600 milligrams.
We have all of this stuff is documented on my app, the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and
I'm
Zodiac
not down.
There we are.
7 miles.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not.
That's Chicago?
Yep.
Grok this. What's the
what's the curvature?
Hold on, I'm telling Grok something, Dave. At 57.
I'm helping you, man.
What about the 57?
At 57 miles away?
Yeah.
Please, God. My little globe head is about to explode.
6 foot tall observer, 57 miles away.
The drop off is 2,155 feet?
Target hidden height is 1,944 feet. Now, Grok, what's the tallest building in Chicago?
Already on it, Dave.
That was on the news once, and they go, oh, it's a mirage, and they're explaining how the hot and cold and everything. The whole mirage thing is nonsense.
Yeah, they were explaining, but you just deny the explanation, Dave. That's because you're a dishonest piece of shit, Dave. You just deny. You see, please, somebody explain this to me. Well, okay, this is how it works. Oh, I don't believe that. Well, fuck off then.
It's because mirages push things down. They don't push things.
No, they don't, Dave. No, they don't, Dave. They lift things up. It's called refraction, dipshit.
Things up. They sometimes mirage things.
I'm not going to believe a single fucking thing about mirage.
Yeah. So, but the thing is,
you've got a custom tool there. That's not even Grok.
No, that's just the Earth curve calculator.
That's something Elon made private. Yeah. That's Elon's custom.
Wait, just hear this out. Hear this out.
I bet it's not Walter Vislin's.
I'm listening to you.
Hey, Stanley.
Probably more than anybody you've talked to on a podcast, because I'm literally starting to believe you, Dave.
Like if you were hiding behind.
Hey, Enzo.
A 10-foot wall. There's nothing that's going to make.
Oh, is it taking it 190 feet? Holy shit! Of course they're going to see.
Make you appear.
It doesn't matter what the mirage is doing because there's no image of
you
nothing
coming.
There to be mirage.
I just see the wall.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Wasn't there also a camera that was banned because of its zoom capabilities?
You're getting us off course here. I don't care. Listen, I'm talking about Nikon.
The Nikon P1000.
The Nikon Coolpix P1000.
No camera was banned because of its zoom capabilities. cameras have been banned because of their night vision capabilities. I believe Canon. Wasn't it Canon, or I can't remember who made it, but yeah, that camera, the night vision capability, was able to see through people's clothing. Seriously, it's not a conspiracy. What camera was banned because night vision could see through people's clothing? Sony had to recall camcorders. Yeah. You could actually see through. See, they had to fucking censor that. Yeah. Released a camcorder with infrared night vision capabilities under certain circumstances that could appear to be able to see through clothing. Yeah. However, there's no evidence that Sony recalled hundreds of thousands of camcorders because of this announced that they were doing so. But yeah. It's pretty fucked up.
It's called
I want to know how far away that picture was. That's what I want to know.
57 miles.
I don't know. It didn't say on the picture, Dave.
So Google Joshua Nowicki Chicago picture
How
distance.
do I spell that?
I don't know. Figure it out. We had some guys go there on a day where you can see it, and they got on a boat with their P1000, and they went all the way across the lake,
Dave,
and watched it the whole time.
Hang on there. This is the view of Chicago from St. Joseph, Michigan.
Yep.
That's
60 miles.
Ryan, can you make a note for me to spend the entirety of tomorrow Googling this one single problem?
Well, I can actually speed that up. We have all of this stuff is documented on my app, the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and
I'm
Zodiac
not
Clock
downloading
app.
your app, Dave.
Okay, well, you can just go to my website, and there's free stuff there.
I keep my phone pared down. I use it as a tool. I don't use it as entertainment.
Well, it's not entertainment; it's research.
I don't use it for. If it's worthy of researching, I would do it on the computer.
Okay, you can do it there on my website. There's.
Yeah, only on a certain day you say yes because of refraction. Because if it was a flat Earth, we could see the whole fucking thing.
A thing called the Crash Course. Just click that and watch all those videos. And
We're
doing
a podcast right now. I'm not going to do it.
No, I'm just saying tomorrow when you're researching, I'm going to
call you. I'm going to personally be calling you.
You got it, man.
Okay.
So that is the mainstream media runs with that, talking about mirages, when the truth is it's just an optical illusion. The boat is sitting on the water. So there it is, that one right there. So zoom in on it. Zoom.
This is kind of cool. This channel here, IDC Woodcraft.
I'm gonna take.
They were talking in one of their videos. They're a CNC wood carver website. They sell CNC wood, wood routers like I'm building, and they were having trouble with after they sand wood, it's still rough. Or when they surfaced wood, it still has a rough feeling, like with pine. I'm like, that's because the grain raises. What you do before you do your finish pass, you wet the whole thing down, and then you do the finish pass. What the water does is it raises the grain up, so when you sand it or finish it, it cuts the grain off, and then when it dries, it relaxes the grain and makes it flat. And yeah.
I'm going to take some water and wet down the carve that I just completed. And then I'm going to use the same tool path and carve it again. That should leave us with a slightly cleaner edge. The water's supposed to kind of turn up the loose fibers. And so then by doing the same tool path again, we are going to get all those loose fibers and get nice clean cuts. I'm going to take some.
Yep. So he used my suggestion, which is like an old trick, and it worked.
Zoom in on that.
So the hovering ships thing,
It's down the water. Look.
I mean, I'm 63 years old. I've been working with wood since I was 8. Not so much anymore, but yeah. So I've been a woodworker for a long, long time, and I've picked up a few tricks.
Look at the front of that boat. You see it reflecting in the water? That's just a wind line.
Okay, so
no, that's Dave. That is a That's the horizon right there, man. This is just reflection of the water being made into a glass mirror or a reflective mirror because of the angle. So yeah, this is the horizon, Dave. This boat isn't floating. This one isn't floating either. It's just the water is reflecting the sky, so it's the same color as the sky. Same here. The water is reflecting the light, the color of the sky, and it's just like it's the same color. So this is all water up to here, Dave. All water. But it's a good trick to fool morons like you.
Water. Look at the front of that boat. You see see it reflecting in the water? That's just a wind line.
Okay, so the hovering ship's now is poisoning the well?
No, it's just stupidity. Oh, the Earth is flat? How many people died in the Holocaust? That's poisoning the well.
Oh, okay. How many?
They say 1.5 million. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Let's go. This isn't one of those shows.
No. I had an idea for stiff lip subs. They should put in 600 milligrams of caffeine, actually.
You have water on the outside of a ball.
How would it stick there?
Gravity?
You love your gravity. Gravity's your gravity.
Yeah, gravity keeps you in your seat, dipshit. Yeah, gravity works. Gravity's real, Dave.
Gravity's your God. Gravity's your God. Gravity's an unproven theory.
You got me.
Mass attracting mass. It's so simple.
An unproven theory. Way to go, Dave. Tell us you don't understand anything about science without saying the actual words.
Silly. And then detect motion.
Science doesn't prove things. Theories are proven through repeatability, and that's how they become a theory, Dave. So you're just dumb. Just really fucking dumb.
The Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. That's faster than the speed of sound. So when you watch the sunset, is the sun just going away peacefully as you see it in the local sky? Or are you spinning, falling over backwards faster than the speed of sound, and the sun's kind of staying still?
I don't know. Turn around. Are you falling backwards? No, you're not, are you? And do you feel like you're falling backwards? No, because your feet are firmly planted on the ground. The Earth is spinning at 1 revolution per day, and we've proven this, right?
Probably the second.
I mean, this is not new, Dave. This is like 2,500 years old. So,
that's what you're taught.
I mean, the whole thing is fucking silly.
But that's retarded.
Okay.
It's completely retarded.
What's wrong with that?
You would know if you were moving 1,000 miles.
No, you wouldn't. Not if the air's moving with you, Dave. Not if everything around you was moving at the same speed. You wouldn't know. You have no sensory apparatus to detect constant movement, Dave. Who was it? Oh yeah, fucking big pig fucker. He would say, "Oh well, you feel G-forces." I'm like, "No, you can't feel constant motion." He said, "Well, the Earth speeds up and slows down going around the sun." I'm like, "Yeah, but that's negligible." Well, it speeds up and slows down, so you should feel that. No, you wouldn't, because it's like, what is it like? 1 kilometer a second is the change. That's the change in high and low speed. It changes by 1 kilometer per second over a 365-day period. That's the amount of change, and Big Pickfucker thought that you should feel that.
Miles an hour, and that's the slowest speed of all. We're orbiting at 66,000 miles an hour in a curved trajectory. We're chasing the sun at 500,000 miles per hour.
No, the sun is moving with us. See, we don't chase the sun. We stay in the sun's orbit, and we all move together, Dave.
Our galaxy is moving at millions of miles per hour in a fourth direction.
But we've never not been moving.
It's a lot of nonsense.
In a fourth direction, then we move in one direction, Dave. See, Dave doesn't understand added vectors. I think that's combined vectors, where you add up all the vectors and you get one vector, Dave. That's your direction of travel. So,
Yeah, and nothing ever changes. The stars never change.
Is Dennis?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do, Dave. Stars definitely change. They're recorded as changing over the centuries.
Topper on the phone threatening us if we go slower than that, he'll kill us all.
Maybe.
How is that wrong though? What's wrong with that?
So if we're moving, things would move called parallax. When you move, things change position, right? Well, we look up, the stars are still exactly where they were.
No, stellar parallax is recorded, Dave. Yes, we record stellar parallax. Proof of stellar parallax. See, it just takes a Google, dude. Proof of stellar parallax comes from observing nearby stars shift against distant backgrounds as Earth orbits the sun. A phenomenon first successfully measured by Bessel in 1833 for 6 Cygni, confirming Earth's motion and vast stellar distances. With modern proof provided by spacecraft like New Horizons, showing clear shifts when paired with Earth-based observations, providing the principle visually. So, yeah, it has been, you fucking liar. 1838, motherfucker. Suck it.
The North Star.
Exactly where they were when?
Always. All of recorded history.
Is that
we
true?
Can't say billions of years because I don't even think we've been here that long.
The stars haven't changed.
They haven't changed. They're still there. Go up, mark the North Star, and it's in the same position every single day.
No, it's not, Dave. It changes it changes constantly. It changes constantly, man. Number one, it makes a circle throughout the evening. And second of all, it's constantly, that circle is getting bigger because Polaris is getting further and further away from the central rotational axis. So you're just a liar, Dave. You're a lazy researcher, and you're a fucking liar. You don't look shit up, but the shit you do look up, you lie about.
All of your life, and before your life, and after your life.
Do the stars change?
Yes, we'd be bebopping all over the place.
Change their position relative to us on Earth?
No, that's not a great question.
For all of human history?
Yeah.
How do you want to phrase this here? What do we ask?
Does the North Star move? And the answer is it does a tiny little circle, but they'll claim 2,000 years ago it wasn't our North Star.
No, Thuban was. I think it was Thuban.
That Thuban was our North Star. But that's just a claim. But
no, that's recorded, Dave. That's recorded. We keep a record of shit. Humanity has kept a record. Ever since we realized, well, shit's moving, we should probably record the position of shit. Yeah, it moves, Dave. We have to change they have to update the nautical almanac every year because of that, Dave.
The shaft in the Great Pyramid of Giza points to our North Star, and their claim is, well, it used to point to a different star, which is, you can't argue. It's just like, that's your belief.
Yes, you can't argue because this is part of the record, the historical record.
But do you know about the Georgia Guidestones?
Mm-hmm.
So,
you mean with that hole that's this big around? That I can, if I'm looking through this hole, I can see like 25 degrees of area. I mean, that thing has a huge field of view. That hole, that it would take centuries for Polaris to move out of view of that hole.
The Georgia Guidestones, besides having the 10 Commandments on them, for the New World, it was an astronomical clock and calendar, and there's a little hole that you look through, and
no, it's not a little hole, Dave. It's a fucking hole. How big is the hole? Sorry, here. How big was the hole in the Georgia Guidestones? The hole in the Georgia Guidestone capstone was precise 7/8 of an inch in diameter. Okay, 7/8 of an inch in diameter. So I guess it was less than an inch. To allow sunlight to perfectly align with the gnomon stone's southern face at midday. Okay, I thought it was bigger. I thought it was bigger. What the fuck? That does not look like 7/8 of an inch. I thought it was like at least that big. But, oh well.
And there is Polaris in this tiny little straw hole. It's right there. It's so far away, it doesn't matter that the Earth is moving 4.4 billion miles a year, never to return to where it was.
Hey, U.S. editor. No, it will return to where it was, Dave, in about, what, 64,000 years or 640,000 years or some shit? It's like a big circle. Earth does a wobble as it flies through space. It wobbles like this, like a top does. When you spin a top, it'll wobble as it spins. Same thing with Earth, Dave.
Before, it's so far away there's no parallax. Cool story, bro. They also tell us that the Earth wobbles. We have the precession of the equinox, so every 76 years the axis of the Earth moves 1 degree. 1 degree in the sky is 2 to 3 full moon widths. Well, the Georgia Guidestones were built in 1981. There's the little hole. In 1981, and they were up for over 40 years. Polaris should be more than 1 moon width out of that hole, which is way out of the hole.
How many years? 40? See, Polaris goes around. That's a half a moon width that way. See, it's like 1/2 a degree off, Dave. See, he's stretching numbers.
But
they do that. They over exaggerate numbers, or they under exaggerate numbers, or they just misrepresent them to make it seem like it's unbelievable. Like, we just can't believe it because of this.
Wasn't it? It was right there in the middle of the hole. So check this out.
Something about peeking through a little hole.
Yeah. Well,
it's very Illuminati.
So we made it.
Yeah, 26,000. Yes, I did a video. I don't know if it's still. I don't know if I put it on this channel, but I did a time lapse of the entire circuit. Showed all the stars coming into view. I did I made them advance like once every year. So it was like time advanced once every year. That was the frame for the time lapse. Kind of like the Cell and Elliot, or not the Cell, the figure 8 is done once a day. I did it once a year.
A video on how this actually proves that we're not wobbling. It went viral. A couple weeks later, terrorists blew up the Georgia Guidestones. 3 hours later, bulldozers were there.
Terrorists? No, it was probably a lunatic fuck like you that did it, Dave. One of you fucking ultra right-wing Christian pieces of shit.
The whole thing down, stole the time capsule, and there was never an investigation.
A unique Georgia attraction that stood for nearly 4 decades is destroyed, and now the GBI needs your help to find who did it. The GBI released video showing the moment an explosion tore into the Georgia Guidestones in Elbert County. You can see that car leaving the scene. That was just moments after the blast. Authorities say it happened.
Does that have a flat Earth fucking sticker on it anywhere? I wonder.
Wednesday morning about 4. Crews spent Wednesday tearing down what remained of that mysterious structure, the monument often called America's Stonehenge. The stones were inscribed with 10 guiding principles, each etched in stone using languages from around the world. The meaning behind those monoliths had been unclear since the structure was built in 1980.
Sounds suspicious.
It's a little bit suspicious, don't you think? There's also the Coral Castle in Florida, built by Edward Lee Scallon. Do you know about Coral Castle?
No.
So Coral Castle, if you look that up, that's this little guy built this thing.
Well, that's a nice little devilish
giant stones and everything.
Very cute.
And he built a thing that shows exactly where Polaris is also, and that's been up for quite some time. So my prediction is something's going to happen at Coral Castle to get rid of that rock solid proof that we're not moving. There it is right.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
There. So when you zoom
that's
in
a
on
big
that
hole, though.
Yeah, but see that little
yeah, it's a fucking huge hole.
X.
That's a crosshair.
That little crosshair. So the Polaris moves. There's a tight little circle around where the X is, and each one of those quadrants tells you what season you're in.
So this guy that built this, he's a little bit.
Say what? Each quadrant tells you what season you're in, dude. Polaris goes into every quadrant every day, dumb fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? You know why, Dave? Because the Earth spins, motherfucker.
Is a less sort of, it's less precise.
Well, no, it's exactly precise.
It looks more tribal, though.
Well, if you look,
it's aesthetically tribal, Dave.
I'm with you, but he built this thing where you had an 11,000-pound door that you can spin with one finger, but he did it with himself with no big equipment. He said he had the secret of the pyramids.
Flat Earth is the everyman.
The secret, yeah, the pyramids may have used it, but it's just a matter of balance, dumb fuck. You don't need the secret of the pyramids to build a fucking door like that. That's just physics.
Man's anti-intellectualism. Not because he's stupid, but because he's done listening. It's not about proving anything. It's about breaking the game.
He's not stupid. He's just done listening. Oh my God. What an awesome insult.
Before it starts to break him. You have to understand the mechanisms at play here. It's a cultural bluff call, a joke so sharp it cuts through the veil of modernity. It's a man standing up in the middle of a polite dinner party, calmly placing his napkin on the table and saying, "This was a lovely dinner, and now I'm gonna rape your wife."
Oh my God.
The content of the claim doesn't matter. It could be anything. The real assertion is that none of this is real. Say you think 9/11 was fishy, people nod, maybe offer a, "Yeah, I heard about Building 7. Say you believe the Earth is flat, and now you're a threat, a lunatic, a problem. You're a bug in the system that needs to be eliminated. This is literally the plot of The Matrix. Okay, Logan Paul talks about this. Flat Earth is the first domino. You can feel the cracks forming in real time. COVID, college, feminism, the Holocaust, gravity. It's all a hoax. All these things propped up by a shared hallucination. And when one guy, just one, has the balls to say, "I don't buy it," that punctures the consensus. And now you're a problem. Flat Earth is the cultural equivalent of a suicide vest strapped with toy dynamite. It's harmless technically, but nobody wants to call the bluff. Because you're wrong, you look stupid, and if you're right, well then the Earth is flat and everything is up for grabs.
The globe religion is the biggest religion of all. It's amazing.
There was a time when the majority of people thought the Earth was flat. Now they don't. What changed?
Yeah, so that was when the Rockefellers took over the school system in 1902. They literally hijacked everything. They got rid of all of the real medicines and they replaced it all with allopathic petroleum-based medicine. And they took over all of the school books. That's why schools are underfunded and the Rockefellers sell the textbooks below the cost of the textbooks. So no.
Yes, you are speaking truth, Dave. Schools are very underfunded. You know how we know? Because we have flat earthers.
But he can come up with a textbook business and make money and sell real textbooks.
Rockefeller Sr. founded the General Education Board in 1902?
I interviewed a woman back in 2020 before the nonsense happened.
Do you mean Sandy Hook?
No, I mean COVID. I mean
COVIDs. Okay, good.
So my mom was taking a nap. She's 94. And I said, "Hey, is there anyone here over 100 that has their wits about them?" And they go, "Oh, Ruth, she's right there sitting in the lunchroom by herself." And I went over.
This is fucking vile. He's talking about when he took advantage of a fucking Alzheimer patient.
Talked to this nice woman, and I was interviewing her about the World's Fairs, which has to do with the old world. Mm-hmm. I was asking her questions about it, and she was just telling me she had such a good memory. And I said, "What did they teach you in school about the Earth?" That's all I said. And she goes, "They taught me the Earth was flat." So in late 1920s, early 1930s, they were teaching flat Earth. Then we found other people.
No, they weren't, Dave. No, they weren't teaching flat Earth, and I don't think you said, "What did they teach you?" I think you said, "Did they teach you that the Earth was flat?" I believe that's how you worded that question, Dave.
all the way up to the mid 1950s, even early 60s, here in America, that were being taught flat and globe because
No, they weren't. No, they weren't, Dave.
they didn't know. They didn't know.
Bullshit. You're a fucking liar, Dave.
But Ruth was taught the earth was flat in
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't, Dave. You're lying. You took advantage of an old woman. Congratulations, buddy.
1927 or whatever it was. So this video went super viral, and I was like, everybody, we need to find people now because all of these people that have this knowledge are going to be gone soon. So go to your local nursing homes and, you know, get in there and try to find some lucid people and see if you can interview them. Harmless, very nice. Old people love when people talk to them. Hey, I'm interested. Can I talk to you? 2 days later, COVID lockdown. Nobody can go into any nursing homes worldwide. I'm just saying,
why'd you do it,
Dave? It was my fault.
What a piece of fucking shit. Oh, yeah, COVID lockdown was because you went and took advantage of a fucking Alzheimer's patient. Is that what you think, Dave? You fucking piece of fucking garbage.
Why'd you do it?
Maybe I took down the Georgia Guidestones and I got the code lockdown.
By the way, Grok does back you up. You did interview a lady.
Oh, what does Grok say about me?
Oh, you did interview a lady in 2020 before the nonsense happened. Is the sun flat?
What did it say?
By the way, Grok does back you up. You did interview a lady.
Oh, what does Grok say about me?
Oh, you did interview a lady in 2020 before the nonsense happened. Is the sun flat?
I don't know. It looks round, so it could be a round disc. The moon looks spherical, but I couldn't tell you. I mean, I could show you 3 pictures of models of the moon, and none of them are spherical.
Yeah, so he's going to bring out his picture of the flat disc, the concave moon, and the... Yeah, we've seen this, Dave. We've seen how dishonest you can be.
But they all look spherical. Globers will...
Hey, Citizen 9.
Always look up at the sky and point at the lights in the sky, which literally defy natural law, right? Our sun cannot exist if you believe in physics.
Really? Huh. What kind of physics? Nuclear physics? Those kind of physics, Dave? You fucking piece of shit.
How's that?
Because helium and hydrogen defy gravity here on Earth. They go up. Helium balloon, hydrogen balloon will go up. The gas will expand. So when you put helium and hydrogen in space, it should just expand. It should just disappear.
Why, Dave? Why? Gas has mass. Masses attract mass. God damn, you're dumb.
And fill the vacuum of space.
So this is a variation on the thing we were talking about earlier with the oxygen escaping the Earth?
So how much helium and hydrogen do you need before it becomes gravitational and pulls itself into a burning ball or a nuclear...
A whole fucking shit ton, Dave. That's why the sun's so goddamn big. Hey, Calder.
Fusion ball.
Like a ton of it.
Well, a shit ton, because they tell us that the sun is burning 640 billion tons of...
Hey, Karen. Hey, RT.
Second or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah.
You can't even fathom that. And it's been doing that for billions of years and it's not getting any smaller. How does do you remember where they told you stars come from?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember nebulas? Mm-hmm. Right. So they showed us the Crab Nebula and like, this is dust and gas in space. Well, that's a problem. Dust and gas in a space vacuum. That's impossible.
In a space vacuum? In a space vacuum. I love that phrase.
Let's just pretend there is. And they say that sometimes the gases will start compiling and it'll create a sun. Why doesn't the entire nebula just compile into there?
It's in the process of doing that, dipshit. It takes billions of years to do that, man.
Makes it says, okay, I've got a sun the size of our sun or the size of Betelgeuse, which is like 1 billion times bigger than
No, I'm not.
Our sun. And it says, okay, I'm done accumulating gas. And now I'm going to pop out like a ping pong ball machine and park myself somewhere. None of it makes any sense whatsoever.
That's because you're uneducated, Dave. You're a dumb fuck, and you're a grifter. That's why it doesn't make any sense to you. But to, like, smart people, it does.
What would make a globe head short circuit? Is it that the
everything makes
idea
globe
that
head
the-
shortcuts? I used to jump on a live stream sometimes. I'd come on as Globe Earth Dave, and I would just make up shit and argue. It's so fun. It's so fun and so easy because you can say anything.
I mean, like you're doing now? You're still making shit up, Dave. What the fuck? Does this guy have no goddamn sense of self-awareness?
To sound like a globe head?
Just become a globe head. And these globe heads come on. No, what's funny is they've been doing this for years. They come on, they go, no flat earther will ever explain how the sun sets over the ocean. I've done hundreds of videos on it. And
you've done hundreds of videos? Or you mean you've linked hundreds of videos on your app? Which is it, Dave?
Perfectly explaining it. It goes beyond the horizon. The horizon appears to be at eye level, but it's actually thousands of feet above your eye level.
No, it's not. The horizon isn't thousands of feet above your eye level. No, Dave. What the fuck are you talking about? Listen to that again.
Flat earther will ever explain how the sun sets over the ocean. I've done hundreds of videos on it and perfectly explaining it. It goes beyond the horizon. The horizon appears to be at eye level, but it's actually thousands of feet above your eye level.
Hold on a second.
Jeez, what the fuck are you talking about, Dave? How could that even fucking be possible?
The horizon.
The horizontal eye zone.
Which is the line, this line.
That appears to be at your eye level.
Oh my God.
That appears to be at my eye level. Is thousands
of feet above your eye level. Let me give you an example. If you were standing next to a 50-story building in New York City, you'd have to look up and hurt your neck to look at the top of the building,
So
right?
I'm in
Right, because the building is built on the ground that is below your feet and is taller than you.
in like a dish.
Hold on. No. You're standing in the city next to a 50-story building.
In a
and the
dish?
sun is right over your head, and it goes a little farther over. Now it's blocked by the building.
Yeah, because the building is above the ground, dumb fuck. Yeah.
If we push that building 50 miles away, the top of
It would still be above the ground, Dave. It wouldn't be the horizon. It would be above the horizon.
the building would look like it's at your eye level. The sun would look like...
No, it wouldn't, Dave. It would be taller than your eye level. If you measured it with a theodolite or a whatever, but no, that far out, a building that tall would probably be at your eye level. You know why, Dave? Because the Earth's fucking curved. Jesus Christ, this guy's a fucking jackass.
Like it's going down, just like streetlights on a street. They would just be going down, 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 down. And eventually they'd go beyond the building again. And from your point of view, it would look like it's going beyond the building. It looked like it would be going down. Now take that to the atmosphere.
So you're saying, what about like on the ocean where there's no buildings, Dave? What?
Say the atmosphere is 10,000 feet. Over distance, the atmosphere becomes opaque.
No, it doesn't. Why can we see stars at night, Dave? We can see stars at the horizon, Dave. Well, why is that? If the air is opaque.
The distance from the ground to that cloud deck or just to the top of the thickest part of the atmosphere, it all gets compressed. It all at 50, 100 miles away, it literally becomes eye level. Look at the clouds.
No, Dave, it doesn't.
When we have a nice cloud deck.
Not on a flat earth, Dave. Not on a flat earth. See, he's confusing flat earth with what he sees. He's confusing reality from the bullshit he's peddling.
clouds above you, and then you look over the water, the clouds look like they're touching the water.
Right, because the Earth's curved, and so is the atmosphere, dumb fuck. That's why. Because it's curved.
They look like they're touching the water, but
hey, my mom bakes cakes.
They're still 10,000 feet above the water, but they look like they're touching the water. A little farther away, you can't tell the difference between those clouds and the land. That's your horizontal eye zone, 10,000 feet above your eye.
Horizontal eye zone. Shut the fuck up.
The sun just goes
Jesus
beyond
Christ.
it like that. It's perspective. They hijacked perspective and called it Earth curve. You can teach a kid that a boat can go over a ball by getting a ball and pulling a boat over it. And they go, look, and the kid goes, oh, I get it. Now you try explaining to a kid what I just started explaining to you. It's not that easy. It's easier to believe in a ball than it is.
Dude, you're just spewing horseshit. Yes, reality is a lot easier to understand than you. You're a fucking liar, Dave. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Is to understand reality.
I'll be honest with you, the way that you explained it, it doesn't make sense to me.
I have videos that will make it make sense, videos of it actually happening. I'm showing you the sun going across in a straight line, level with the Earth from a celestial point of view. And yes, you can see it's level. Now remember, I have a camera at the level of the counter looking at the same thing, and when I show you that, watch the line.
Now, are you showing us the globe head version?
I'm showing you reality.
Okay, where's the obstruction on the ocean, Dave? See, the counter is the ground. Why are you putting bottles in the way?
Reality.
So now this is the other view, and look at the line. And as they bring the light over, look at the line. Does that line look level? And if you see in the distance, right past the hot sauce mountains, you have that cardboard mountain. And
take the mountain away, Dave. Make it go below the counter. Try that, Dave.
The light never went below that mountain. But if you watch it here, that mountain almost looks like it's at your eye level. Here comes the light.
Right, because you got the camera pointed up, Dave. So you're a dishonest fuck, Dave.
And this is level. This is not going.
Nothing you say can be believed. You have no credibility. Was it credibility and what was it? Where is it? Trust and credibility are gained in drops and poured out in buckets, Dave. You have nothing left in your bucket.
Going down. This is level. And watch, it's going to go a little bit farther. Now I'm going to zoom in a little more to make it look like how we really see the sun.
And it's funny, the sun's getting smaller. Isn't that weird? How the sun doesn't get smaller in real life? How the sun doesn't go straight away from us. It actually makes an arc in the sky. It actually comes down like this, Dave.
Is that string level?
Are you actually asking
I'm
me?
asking you right now.
I have no way of knowing.
Well,
except
it was. I showed you before.
It was when you showed me before.
No, you showed a view from this end, and it still didn't look level. No, Dave, you didn't show that it's level.
For sure.
Yeah. So it is the level line, and it is just going beyond the horizon.
No, it's going beyond the shit you put on the counter. The horizon is down here, Dave. The horizon's down here. It's not way up here. You even admitted it. That's the hot sauce mountains. Take the mountains away, Dave. Hey, George.
Horizon. Beyond. You can't tell the difference between that elevated horizon. Look at that line. That line is level. So there it is, just moving away. It looks like it's setting. Now I'm going to compare it to a real sunset. Ready? So on the left is...
Where are the mountains, Dave? Where are these mountains at?
The what we saw. On the bottom right is the elevated view, and on the top right is the sun setting behind what?
Behind water, Dave. See, just like the boat floating, that's what that is.
That's the sun setting. It's going beyond something opaque.
Okay.
There you go.
In the
probably a cloud bank, but No, Dave, you got one video and a fucked up experiment where you put mountains in the way. What a dumb motherfucker this guy is.
Sunset in the real video of the sunset.
You go back to the last 10 seconds.
What is obscuring the sun?
So that could.
Okay, what about this, Dave? Let's see. Videos of the sunset on the ocean. Here we go.
Have you ever seen the green flash at the end of a sunset? Well, I'm about to show it to you. I watch it almost every night in front of my home sweet
So what about this, Dave? You know, with a clear sky?
treehouse. Watch right as the sun dips.
What about that, Dave? Where's the mountains that are blocking it, Dave? You fucking liar.
Could be some mountains in the distance. I know it is.
Well, you can see it's kind of dark here, right? So it kind of tells us that, you know, there's clouds, that this is a cloud bank.
It is, but it could be some mountains in the distance that we just.
And see the difference between this horizon where it's kind of blurred and this horizon where it's not? See how it's solid, distinct line? But yours is kind of blurry.
Can't see.
The atmosphere is too thick to see the light that's bouncing off the mountains.
Because also the sun is on the other side of those mountains, but that's not the mountains. That's just.
There's no mountains, Dave.
The atmosphere deck of opacity. The farther you look,
Jesus Christ,
the more compressed.
The atmosphere deck of opacity. That's the bullshit he's spewing. Jesus Christ, man.
As the atmosphere becomes, and it becomes thicker and thicker, and you can't see forever. So that's just.
Seems that way, doesn't it, Stanley?
We'll just call it a cloud deck. And it's going.
Yes, it's a cloud. It's a bank of fucking clouds, moron. Yes, clouds are opaque. The sky is not opaque, Dave.
Beyond it, but when we zoom out, you can't see the difference between where the water line is and the sun line is. That all compresses into nothing. And that's how we see the sunset. We've seen it set in midair. It just disappears into the atmos. Again, it's a lot.
Atmos isn't a word, Dave. That's shit you motherfuckers made up to keep from fucking facing reality.
To take in, Sam, you got to think. And a lot of people don't like thinking. I have a whole series called The Sun Fade Out. It's in the app. And I put my drone up in the winter, super clear day, and the sun would go down, 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 and then it would stop. It stopped going down.
Is the whole video in real time, or are you meddling with time here?
I'm going to speed it up. It's not going down. It's going farther away, and the atmosphere is going to just eat the sun. Ready? And the globe head. So this is Photoshop. I ended up live streaming this twice to show that it's not Photoshopped. And there it goes. Just watch. It's just going to disappear into the thickness of the.
They love ambiguity, don't they? They love this shit. They love like a lot of clouds, a lot of atmospheric disturbance, a lot of refraction. They don't know what to do with it. They're kind of like a car that or they're kind of like a dog that chases cars. Once they catch the car, they don't fucking know what to do with the car. Yeah, no solar filter, nothing. Just fucking putting out bullshit that they think proves them right, but it doesn't.
That love the soup. The sun's light is not bright enough at that distance to push through the atmosphere. Filmed it 7 different times.
To push through that amount of cloud layer, you fucking moron. Those are clouds, Dave. That's not just the atmosphere.
You elevated when you filmed that?
Way elevated. I had my drone way up. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, and then people, I've never seen a sun like that. Like, have you put a 4K camera up when it's below freezing where you had to warm the fucking batteries and stayed there and filmed it while your fingers were freezing, and then brought it into a movie maker and zoomed in on it? No, that's why you never saw that.
If the sun is going in a straight line across,
it's in a curved line, but from our position, we're barely seeing much curve.
Oh, okay. So you barely see. You're a fucking liar, Dave. Oh my God. You are a fucking liar. How do you get a straight line of shadow on the equinox during the at the equator? How do you get that, Dave? How does that possibly fucking happen if the sun's making a curve?
So then it curves back around.
It makes a full circle all the way around.
Okay.
And that's why in the summer, you see the sun rise in the northeast, and it comes all the way around. You see it set in the southwest.
Right. That's because the Earth is rotating, Dave. Ask Grok why the sun sets. Good question, RT.
But in the winter, you see much less of it. It's less of a curve because it's making a bigger circle.
What else can you hit us with?
Seasons.
Seasons, okay.
Shouldn't be seasons on a flat Earth, Dave.
Hit me.
Well, do you know what the heliocentric explanation for seasons is? Why is it winter?
Actually, no.
So they tell us that the Earth is tilted, and when the north is tilted away from the sun spreads over a bigger area, so it's colder.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're tilted
yeah, it's amount of energy hitting a surface, Dave. See, when you get if you've got a straight line, right? And you've got sunlight hitting that area. Here. Actually, let's just do these. We'll move this to here. See this light that's coming in has so much power, has so much energy that it can put on an area, right? Here's this area. It is, let's move it up, 2 squares in width. So it's getting all this energy from here. Now let's tilt it. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. 4 squares. So all this energy that was providing energy to 2 squares of land, right? This much land is now spread out over this much. That's why it's colder, Dave. That's why we have fucking seasons, Dave.
towards the sun, it's more direct sunlight. That's what they teach us in school.
Right. Take a solar panel, hold it square to the sun, Dave, then tilt it 45 degrees. Are you going to get as much power out of it, Dave? I bet you fucking won't.
In school now, maybe that's ringing a bell.
Yeah.
Do you know that in our northern winter that we're 3.5 million miles closer to the sun than we are in our summer? In the heliocentric model, they don't teach it in school, but that's in the model, that we're actually closer, but it's the angle that matters, not the distance.
Earth is 3 million miles closer to the sun around January.
Yeah. So it's the tilt, right? The full explanation is the tilt, not the distance.
The difference is 3% of Earth's average orbital distance from the sun. 3%.
Yeah, so it's the tilt that matters. So when you tilt the ball away from the sun, the top half is the sun is spread out, and you can say, okay, that's less heat.
When it's winter for us, we're tilted what, away?
We're tilted away from the sun.
What's tilted towards it? Central America?
Yes, the southern part of the globe is tilted towards it. So if you had a basketball, I could tilt the top of the basketball towards the sun, or I can tilt the bottom of the basketball towards the sun.
Yeah.
Right?
But is it hotter?
They say when it's tilted towards the sun, that's when you have your summer. But that doesn't make any sense, because here...
It doesn't make any sense, Dave, because you're dumb and you're dishonest. That's why. You don't want to understand it.
In Connecticut, in June, I can go out on the Long Island Sound, and when the sun appears on the horizon, you would call that the most tilt possible. It's an 89-degree tilt, or not just the little tilt that they talk about. And I could feel the sun blasting on my face. I can feel the heat. I can get a suntan. The sun is farther away. It couldn't be at any more obtuse of an angle, but I can feel the heat. Then 6 months later in January, I could look up at the sun at noon, where the sun is at its highest point for the day, let's say 50 degrees, not on the horizon, and I can not even feel the heat on my face. And it's 3 million miles closer. Closer, more direct angle, no heat. Worst possible angle in June, tons of heat. Makes
most atmosphere it could possibly go through. That's what filters out a lot of it, Dave, is atmosphere. Because the sun is lower on the horizon, therefore going through the most atmosphere.
Absolutely no sense. But if you look at the flat Earth map, when the sun is over the Tropic of Cancer, it's closer to us. The heat source is closer to us. And when it's over the Tropic of Capricorn, it's closer to the outer south.
Right, which shouldn't change the seasons, Dave. It shouldn't change the seasons. Jesus, you're stupid.
Civilization is a thin film, a brittle glaze. It's not a wall, it's a skin. And beneath that skin is tribe, wrath, blood, and fire. You can walk into a Whole Foods sipping yerba mate, FaceTiming your girlfriend about what art to hang, and you're still only one power outage away from eating your neighbor. The truth is, it doesn't take much. This civilization is a cappuccino, baby.
You're one power outage away from eating your neighbor.
Flat Earth is the first tap on the foam. We've all heard the metaphor of the boiling frog. Can you imagine the chef's horror if the frog started talking back in English? I know you're boiling me.
What did they even say? Have they even been watching the ads we read for them? This
satellite, you would have to know how the flat Earth actually works, right?
No, because the people that build the satellites they build it by specs, they send it to NASA. NASA says, oh, we send it to space. They're like, yay, it's in space. Look, I got data coming from NASA.
Where's the data coming from?
It's coming just from ground, from the ground. Nothing's in space. There's no.
Oh, really? So if I launch a hamsat into space and I point my directional ham radio antenna, my Yagi, directly toward where I've been told that thing is, where's the signal coming from, Dave? I can't pick up a ground-based signal because I'm pointing up at space.
So satellite.
You're a fucking liar, Dave. You're pathetic.
Photos.
Those are from high-altitude planes and balloons. You know that NASA has thousands of giant balloons the size of football stadiums carrying.
Right, that carry weather stations. Some of them transfer internet, but those aren't in space, Dave. Those are just balloons. Those aren't satellites.
8,000-pound satellites in space. NASA controls 99% of the helium on Earth.
8,000-pound satellites? How heavy is the heaviest satellite? Well, the moon would be the heaviest, but the heaviest commercial satellite is Jupiter 3, weighing in around 9.2 metric tons, launched in 2023 for high bandwidth internet. However, the actual heaviest orbiting satellite is the International Space Station. So, how heavy did he say?
It's giant balloons the size of football stadiums carrying 8,000-pound satellites in space. NASA.
No, dude, that's not how reality works, man. That's not how reality works. What is the heaviest weather station? How heavy is the heaviest weather balloon? I don't even know what the fucking... The heaviest standard weather balloon weighs about 4,000 grams, 8.8 pounds, and carries substantial payloads, 4 to 18 pounds. Let's see, but NASA and research projects are much use much larger scientific balloons like the Big 60 that weigh far more and lift massive payloads over 1,600 pounds. So,
NASA control football stadiums carrying 8,000-pound satellites in space.
So 1,600 pounds? No, sorry, Dave. £1,650. Yeah. So, yeah, you're wrong, Dave. You're lying again.
NASA controls 99% of the helium on Earth.
When you say they...
Right, for cooling, for shit like that. They don't they don't use it for satellites, Dave, or fill rockets with it to float them up into space.
Control the helium, what do you mean?
You know who controls the second largest amount of helium? The Macy's Day Parade, Dave. Are they evil?
They like, you cannot start a blimp company because there's not enough helium because NASA controls it all. It says.
Say what? Say what, Dave? You're a fucking liar. NASA doesn't control all the helium. You fucking moron. What do you think those fucking Macy's Day Parade balloons are? Those are blimps, Dave. They're fucking huge goddamn blimps in the shape of fucking cartoon characters.
They use it for cooling and all sorts of stuff.
Can you ask Grok, does NASA have a fuckload of helium? It'd be funny if Grok picked up already that we're talking to Dave.
Yeah.
And it's like, it sounds like you're talking to no.
I wouldn't be surprised.
One of the world's largest consumers of helium?
NASA.
75 million cubic feet annually for rocket propulsion.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's actually true because when we watch...
Yes, that's true, Dave. That's not just what they say. It's true.
Watch those big ships go up, they're actually blimps. They're filled with helium. No one's on.
No, they're not, Dave. No, rockets aren't filled with helium to give them lift, you fucking stupid ass.
On them ever. So every day, NOAA, the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, launches 950 approximately weather balloons, small weather balloons with a little cargo on them that take humidity, wind speeds. They monitor all the stuff, and then all of them are tracked by satellites. It's called the GONASS system, which is run by Russia. Why are we using Russia satellites to track our weather balloons? And these balloons are being launched twice a day, every 12 hours, simultaneously all over the Earth. Mm-hmm. And then the supercomputer puts all the data together and we get our weather models. Awesome. That's real technology. Amazing. But they say that...
Yeah, shit in space, man. Yes, we don't just use weather balloons to get our scientific data for weather. We also use satellites, ground-based Doppler. He's just dishonest as fuck is what he is.
These balloons are being tracked by satellites. They're using GPS to figure out where all the balloons are, where the wind patterns are, where the high pressure, low pressure is, all of the temperatures, everything, all the data that they're collecting, which is real data, but they're claiming they're done by satellites floating in space.
Yes, it is, Dave. It fucking is.
However, we found one of these things. One of our guys that found it in Curacao.
One of your guys? One of your guys? You mean a flat earther found a picture on the internet? Is that what you mean, Dave?
Or he was in Jamaica or no, Aruba. He found it on the beach, and he's a computer guy. He decoded it, he cleaned it up, he found the information on the chip, the antenna, figured out how the whole thing works, and found their website that tracks these things in real time. So we went on the website, which is real-time tracking, and we could see all of the ground-based antennas that are constantly tracking these things. They're tracked from the ground, but they tell us they're tracked from space.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, what they found was a weather balloon, Dave. But what gives us global weather image is satellites.
They're tracked from the ground. The ground positioning system, GPS.
Yep.
The Earth is spiraling through space around the sun, corkscrewing, and somehow we have satellites that can just perfectly spin around the Earth and not...
Yeah, shit isn't moving this fast, Dave. Stuff is not moving this fast. So yeah, it's reality, man.
ignore all of its motions. While all of this stuff is going on, these satellites are just obeying what law? Don't get that.
Gravity, motherfucker. That's what law. Gravity. God damn, you're what? You're 53 and you don't understand fucking gravity? You don't understand shit that a third grader understands? A fifth grader?
Confused with
it's not the flex you think it is, man.
Elon Musk's Starlink. Starlink works. I've actually used Starlink internet.
Yeah, and guess where those things are, man? They're in fucking space.
That service. It's amazing. It's really great. But how does it work? Starlink is a communication.
How does it work? Well, we have satellites that were launched into space by fucking rockets that you say don't work. And that's how they work. They're not balloons. They're not ground-based shit, motherfucker.
Communication system. It's not a GPS system. It's a communication system. So during the Vietnam War, the soldiers needed to be able to communicate with Washington or wherever, but you can't. Not because of curvature of the Earth, just because you can't communicate from the ground huge distances for many reasons. So they would connect with AWACS planes. Remember that? They have the AWACS planes. So they had this little box that looks just like a Starlink receiver. So all they did is they took that technology and now they're letting people use it. And instead of using AWACS planes, they're using every commercial airliner in space.
In space? Airliners aren't in space, dumb fuck. Oh my God, he's just making shit up. Does AWACS handle audio communications? Yeah, see, it's AWACS is even an AWACS can't see on the other side of the fucking globe, motherfucker.
I asked Grok or ChatGPT, I said, what if we put the Starlink satellite equipment on commercial airplanes? Would that work better? And it said, absolutely, it would work better. It's closer, better triangulation. You can service them. They have a power supply. Everything we need, right, would work. And they said, except if there's bad weather and they're diverting commercial flights from that area. I said, what if they also had it on high-flying military flights, planes also? And he said, oh, that would be a very robust system and it worked perfectly well. Versus the ridiculous idea that satellites can match all of those corkscrewing motions in space, which violates natural law.
God, what a fucking asshole. What a moron. Are you fucking kidding me?
Next to no pressure without a container. So if I had a box of air and we evacuated all the air from this room, let's just imagine we could do that, what would happen if I put a hole on the top, side, or bottom of that box?
Would the air rush into the
box?
Rush
in violently, it would.
Okay.
That's not a...
No, not necessarily, Dave.
Theory, that's fact.
Okay.
Okay. And the opposite is true. If it was filled with air and there was no air out here, it would rush out. How does the air stick to the Earth when it's adjacent to a Tor 17 vacuum, which is the ultimate vacuum of space? Its vacuum is measured in Tor. Tor 17 is pure.
Tor 17. You mean negative 17 Tor? Tor 17 doesn't mean anything, Dave. It's negative 17 Tor. It's 17 decimal places beyond the zero on the right-hand side of the zero. That's what negative 17 Tor means. It's Tor with a negative 17 exponent.
Pure vacuum, no pressure, right? And
right, because of gravity, moron. You've been told this I don't know how many thousands of fucking times.
Only answer you can come up with is gravity.
Yeah.
But we can disprove that simply with a straw. I get a straw, put it in my...
No, you can't, Dave.
My mouth, and with the weak low pressure system of my mouth and lungs, I could pull air and water up and away effortlessly.
No, you can't pull water up and away effortlessly, Dave. You aren't pulling anything. The atmospheric pressure is pushing it into your mouth. Jesus, what a fucking... It's got the mind of an 8-year-old. He just doesn't fucking understand anything, and he lies his ass off.
So how does the air not get sucked off into space?
Because of gravity, stupid. Jesus fucking Christ.
Gravity?
You can't. We can disprove it with that experiment that I was just saying.
No, you can't, because you don't understand what that experiment means, Dave.
Box, poke a hole in the bottom, it'll pull the air up and away.
What's the experiment that disproves the idea that the gravity
gas goes randomly in all directions. It doesn't have a downward bias.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Some gas does. Air does. Why do you think we can breathe at sea level?
Gas fills the container equally.
I think the idea is that there's a force that's pulling it towards the...
That's the theory. It's never been proven.
Yeah, it has. Cavendish, other experiments. Most certainly has been proven, moron. You fucking liar.
You cannot contain gas. We can go into a vacuum chamber with a box of air and hold it anywhere in this room, and we can poke a hole in the bottom, and it's going to pull the air up and away from gravity.
Yeah, well,
why doesn't space do that?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Because
space is fake and gravity's a lie?
No, idiot. No, space is real and you're a liar.
No, it's that you say I sound like a globe head right now.
Yeah, you're trying. You're struggling. You're struggling.
Gravity ensures molecular speed versus why does the vacuum of space not suck it away?
Gravity. So if you want to send Grok for a spin, say which gravity?
It says Earth's gravity.
So Einsteinian gravity or Newtonian gravity, and they've switched.
We use Newtonian gravity on Earth, Dave. We still do today. Einsteinian gravity is for outer space. It's not for here on Earth.
To the bending and warping of space-time now, rather than mass attracting mass.
Right. Mass attracting mass is what comes from the bending and warping of space-time. Fucking moron.
They've never done an experiment that proves gravity, but
bullshit.
They have done experiments that prove electrostatics, and electrostatics set the downward bias, and then
no, it doesn't. No, this fucking Witsit bullshit.
Density and buoyancy sort everything else out. You know who Jesse Lee Peterson is, the preacher guy?
Of course.
Yeah, so I was on his show.
Did you like him?
I can appreciate what a mental case he is. But
did you like him? Did he like you?
We didn't hate each other, but
Did he believe you after the thing was over?
Am I allowed to tell you? I'm going to tell you. So
I want to know if he believed you.
His producer tipped me off.
Jesse Lee Peters is about dumb enough to believe it.
That he was going to ask me if the Earth was flat, and as soon as I said yes, he was going to say, what about mountains and valleys and everything else? So the Earth is a level, non-rotating, topographical plane with hills and valleys and mountains and trenches.
No, it's not, Dave. You're a liar.
But it's level. So
you're a proven, demonstrable liar.
So he asked me, is the Earth flat? And I said, well, what's your definition of flat? And then he asked me again, do you believe the Earth is flat? And I kept trying to get him to define. He just kept repeating the question again and again and again, like 25 times.
Did you have breakfast this morning situation?
It was really rough, but I wouldn't let him capture me like that. And it was kind of funny.
Do you believe that the Earth is flat? What about mountains?
Yeah, well, no, I didn't let him get there.
Did you
That's a good fucking impression.
Forgive your mother.
You're good. That's good, man.
Who's Eric Dubé?
Eric Dubé is one of the first guys that came out with...
Eric Dubé's a fucking idiot.
With books and videos on flat Earth, but he's very egotistical. I don't know what it is. I like his work, but he hates other prominent flat earthers. So there you go.
Yeah, a lot of great artists are like that.
Yeah, it's all right. He does some really great work, and he.
No, he doesn't. No, Eric Dubé has never done any work in his fucking life.
He's the guy that really got the flat Earth movement going.
Are there any songs or movies that flirt with the truths of flat Earth?
Dude, there is a great song. It's called The Greatest Flat Earth Song Ever. It's a rap song that tells the entire story about flat Earth. It is
I bet it's
phenomenal.
Fucking crap.
I bet
it's
it's
not Was it Tech 9? It sounds like some
It's Young Jeezy.
Who's that other guy? Immaculate Guns or whatever?
Oh, Mortal Technique.
Immortal Technique. Is that him? Well, I don't think he does the Flat Earth
You don't
song.
like him?
I knew you would.
The greatest Flat Earth song 2024.
I know the thought of flat earth, it sounds ludicrous, but you've been missing.
Definitely can't listen to that.
Not a fan, huh?
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's terrible.
All right.
I would rather go to flatearthdave.com and get up to speed.
Thank you, and get
that
the app.
way.
Yes,
That's right.
get the app.
Flat Earth is the dumbest possible idea. It's weaponized stupidity. Not the kind that drags its knuckles, but the kind that knows what it's doing. It's a psyop against the smug. You're the smart one? Well, cool. I think the Earth is flat. Let's talk. You think you know what's best for me? Guess what? I think the Earth is flat, and I'm going to talk to you about it for a long time. And right there, you flip the table. You've pulled the pin on the reality grenade. It's funny because it hacks the prestige hierarchy. The idea that your Uber driver or the HVAC guy might think we live on a dinner plate is hilarious. That's why it's also terrifying. Once you see it, once you realize how thin the ice is beneath modernity, you can't unsee it. It's too late. The giggle turns into a grin. The grin turns into a smirk. Next thing you know, you're free. You're the Joker. You're free to say, I don't believe your science. You're free to say, oh, you work at a hospital? I'll follow you home and kill you.
Dave is like, he's like, have I been trolled?
Oh, you're a nurse on her lunch break walking around in your scrubs? I'll follow to your car and whoop you with a broken glass bottle. Because I'm fucking horny. And my dick does not work. And now you're dangerous, not because you're correct, but because you've opted out. You've taken your chips off the table like any smart man when he's ahead. Without belief, you watch what happens. The whole system's gonna fall apart.
You've been fucking clowned, Dave, to your fucking face. Lord Jamar. Yeah, that fucking idiot. I don't know why the chat wasn't working the whole time. I didn't mute it. So anyway, that was Dave getting completely trolled by Sam Hyde. This guy. Probably obligatory that I should do this. If you want to watch his other stuff. So yeah, he just fucking demolished Dave. Just showed the world how fucking stupid he is. Yeah, you're armed with not what's right, but for the fact that you've opted out. That's all they have, man. They opted out. Oh, I'm better because I opted out of life and reality. And they are dangerous. I mean, they fuck with people's education is what they're doing. So anyway, I got to go pee and make more coffee and play a video game. So thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.